obviously what we have is a pretty big impact. And I kind of want to talk about safety first before we get into blame and all the rest of it. Because you got this very unusual sight to see two cars on top of each other like that.
Especially in today's era. Like, it doesn't happen.
When Verstappen said he wanted to be on top this year, I don't think that's quite what he meant, is it? Thank goodness for the halo, though. Thank goodness for the halo and for the what is it? The roll? Is it called the rollover loop or roll loop or something like that?
Yes,
like that bit on the car. It's part of the crash structure. It's definitely a good thing that halo was there. I shudder to think what might have happened if it wasn't. Hamilton did seem like he had maybe tweaked his neck or something because the wheel did come over, and you could see that at the very least it must have brushed the sort of fin, almost like a shark fin on the back of his helmet. It looked like there was some kind of impact there. Again, I don't want to be too cynical, and I don't quite know how much Hamilton is hamming it up a little bit, because he was saying that he had hurt his neck and he had this plaster or something on his neck or whatever, and it definitely touched his helmet. But how badly it hit him, I don't really know. And I think that in such an incident, it would probably be beneficial to be a bit oh yeah, you really got me there, mate. You should really be careful, because even though it did hit him, it doesn't hurt to maybe play it up a bit to make it seem more serious and to kind of denounce your competitor a little bit. Hamilton knows how to play the game, so I wouldn't put it past him. Maybe overdoing it a little bit on how bad it was. I'm prepared to retract that statement if it turns out that he's got some really bad injury.
When the X-rays come back.
Yeah. So I guess I apologize in advance, but also not if it turns out otherwise. Anyway, so that's the main thing. First off, is that he was okay. Max didn't check that he was okay over the radio, but he did look to see that Hamilton was there. You can see that he looks towards the car and sees that Hamilton is in the car and moving, so he just disappears off. There's been a little bit of chat about how it's disgraceful that Verstappen didn't go over and see he was okay. I think he saw that he was all right and was just a bit sod this, I'm going home.
I think in an interview of Max after the race, and this is after the post-race interviews, he turned around and said, I saw that Lewis was moving, and in these situations, it's best if both drivers just walk away and calm down.
You don't want to do a Russell to Bottas. You don't want to end up like it was and make a fool of yourself.
Which is a massive step forward for Max, given it was only a couple of years ago. I think he was shoving Perez. Was it Perez? No, shoving Ocon in the weighing room after the race. So really mature from Max